Hi, I'm Bilaal Khan.
My name is Daniel Hakansson.
And I'm Nikolas Nenada, and welcome to the Photomochi Show, Episode 5.
We ended up being outdoors, me and Dan, today.
Yeah,
So
no
we
fun.
got drenched and we basically showered with the clouds. So that was our few hours. We were just drenched.
Yeah, it was sunny one second and like storm the other second. It was
Literally every
horrible.
30, like, I'd say 30 minutes or like 10 minutes, it would just be a switch between weather, raining, raining, daylight. And at the end of it, we were just like trying to stay dry, but we're getting cold at the same time. So
Have you tried to use your drone in the rain yet?
no, no. If I got a drone in the rain right now, that would be pretty crazy. I wish we could do that.
Yeah.
But
Would be
like a
awesome.
weatherproof drone, but those motors have like the might have
Umbrellas.
bronze. Oh, I don't think that would
No,
work.
no,
No umbrellas.
Would not work.
Little Hawaii umbrellas, for the drinks, just, like, house them on top of them to keep it. Oh man, that'd be funny.
Chris, our director, went ahead and put these umbrellas on top of the camera so that when you put it over the flash, not only can you bounce a flash off of it, but you can also look at it, and while in the rain, it'll protect the camera.
Perfect. Yeah.
Walmart for $1.
Including the lights?
No,
the
just the
bouncing?
umbrella.
Oh, yeah.
Because it has a reflective at the inside of it.
Yeah.
So the inside of the umbrella is a reflective part. So when the flashes bounce towards it, it flashes back that way. So it's like it looks like an old retro camera just updated, ready to go. It was so cool to see with an R5 and like this grip and stuff. Today's episode, we kind of want to talk about who we are, what we do, and what brought us to Photomochi. So
I'll go first. So what brought me to Photomochi was a good man named Pierre. You know, if you follow the man, Pierre Merlot is at I am Pierre, and he got me into the space because he saw, how proficient I was with iPhone shooting. Like, who isn't? But I loved shooting with iPhone and relative to those small devices. So he wanted to test me with, a more actual production. And ever since using the A7 III for a couple months, proving my worth with that and making some quality projects, then I got introduced to Photomochi. And it's been, the real deal ever since, honestly. So it's just like, I'm so grateful for the opportunities that's coming my way and using the equipment, and everything has just been a blessing, so.
Yeah, and we sort of had the same beginning with the iPhone.
Yeah,
Like, shot on iPhone, those videos are so much fun.
exactly. It's just like so easy, point and shoot, you
Yeah.
know?
I think we
So
should do
do it.
more projects where we're doing shot on iPhone stuff as a segment, like a little category for things that we shoot.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always the best quality of like the physical, like the actual photo. It's sometimes just like capturing the right moment, not just like the quality of the image.
So do you like being able to capture the right moment with that, or would you rather do that with an Osmo?
Oh,
Because,
that's
I mean, the
impressive.
DJI Osmo Pocket 3 is out now, shoots 4K 120, just pull it out of your pocket, it's ready to go, just flip the switch, you
But
know?
it's an extra thing you have to carry. Like you always have your phone on you, like no matter what. You
There's
know?
that
Yeah.
button you just quickly
Yeah,
swip up.
That's a
and
no-brainer at that
no
point.
it
brainer.
takes like 2 seconds. Your Osmo is like maybe 5-6 seconds.
If you want to do that. Yeah, yeah.
But I think the phone is just amazing. Like the accessibility of it, it's awesome. And then once you have that like mastered, we can bring up like the big guns.
Exactly. And that's what Photomochi like tested us on.
Yeah.
It was just, it's just in those scenarios and being really careful with the equipment as well, because how expensive they are and how intricate. So, of course it's all about, the equipment, but it's not. It's all about that shooter, and you have to just be so careful and just so intricate because, that final product, you could tell. Those little movements and shakes you'll do, dude, it'll tell in the final product. So you have to just be so careful and intricate.
Yeah, I think we've had a prior experience, our first time working together at this AI convention.
Yeah.
That was really cool. Chris put both you and me there. Something that we both learned on that shoot with Chris is that we had to be very intricate with how we handled things. We had to be very careful of moving in different directions without causing so much of what I kind of obsess about called the Z-axis, where this Z-axis ends up, for me, especially on a bigger rig like the A7S III on the RS3 Pro with the freaking huge cinema lens on there. That thing is around 10 kilos in weight, and it's still so easy to end up getting those Z issues where you're having that movement in the shot when you're trying to be very smooth left and right. Like your body can't compensate enough for it, so it just like gets caught in the shot. So it's like you said, we gotta be so careful with that.
Dude, I remember seeing your biceps, you know, after those first events, you know, and I'm just like, dude, this is not we've been working with in the beginning. Right?
Yeah, like shoots you and me did before that were completely different to when we got to Photomochi. Like 6 to 8 hours, you and me were on that shoot, and that was what we really learned as full production at that point. And it's so funny. It kind of goes back to how I was introduced to Photomochi as well, where I basically reconnected with Nico because me and Nico went to high school together, and we played soccer a lot together. And from then on, he saw a little bit of my photo work and wanted to see if I can come through and hang out with him and Pierre. Pierre saw the same sort of drive and effort towards wanting to be in this field of taking photos and videos professionally. He introduced us to Chris, where Chris was the outlet for us to really become professionals and hold ourselves to higher standards. And that's kind of what the Photomochi company itself brings us. Everything's been blissful, honestly. And then from there on, we got Daniel here coming through.
The rookie. Or the new guy, I guess.
Mr. iPhone shooter number 2, who, what's it called? I gave him the A7 III recently, so he's been having fun with that, rocking that. And now we're just about growing in production equipment and investments and knowledge and everything all at once. So Daniel, take it off and tell us your story, man.
Yeah, so I grew up in Sweden and moved here, and while I was moving here I tried to like capture how it's like to be like an international student.
Yeah.
And I started with like day in the life photos, like random stuff on like Instagram, and then I started making videos. And I just found out like just this morning I had like a guy from my old soccer team who wants to do the same thing as I do now, just from the videos.
Is he in Sweden?
Yeah.
Nice. So he wants to come here and do that?
Yeah.
That's inspiration.
Yeah, like I try to like inspire by doing.
Yeah.
It's one thing to like teach people by saying stuff, but if you like show what you're doing, I think that's such a like more powerful thing.
Yeah, that was my whole journey in that sense, you know, because I have a YouTube channel of Dubrovniko when I was in Croatia. It was opposite. Right? It's the American in Europe. Yeah. You know, so it was my story and
you going there.
Yeah.
Day live over there.
And I was shooting on a GoPro Hero 8 and the stabilization on that thing, dude. Those GoPros, dude, I love it. I would run to school and hold that thing and it would still stay
full
level.
Auto and everything.
Full auto, yeah.
Dude, it was so like the Pocket 3.
So yeah, definitely I'm ready for that Pocket 3.
I feel like it started off like it was comfortable, just for fun, you know, shooting around, messing around, and then you get to the next level, and it's sort of comfortable. Like you get like a bit nervous, like big equipment, what's gonna happen? But that's where you grow, you know. Like,
yeah, that's not true though. We all had those moments.
Yeah, but
each of us at our time.
It's comfortable to shoot on your iPhone. Yeah. But you can only get to that certain level, like quality-wise. They put you in those uncomfortable situations, like uncomfortable situation in a good way, like
to make you grow.
Yeah, exactly. Like you wouldn't be able to have those opportunities and those challenges otherwise. Like that's the only, like you have to surround yourself with people who push you forward. And that's like the community for what you have. Yeah. And like especially Chris, like puts you in an uncomfortable situation, and here like do this. Like how do I do this? You just try out, but like the opportunity to try, like see and find out yourself, like learn by doing, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
I always say that. Like
that's
that's the only way to learn. I think in the end, you can read as much as you want until you try it. You don't really know.
What would you guys do with an unlimited budget, and what would you guys create out of that? If you guys had all the equipment, locations, time, money, whatever it is that you need, if you had access to all of it, what could we actually create with that? What do you think?
I would still stick with the like day in the life format, but like really high quality, cinematic, like
super POV.
Yeah, exactly. Like have different angles, like not just me recording my bike, you know, more like a car rolling by, like drone shots from above. All different kinds of angles, and like I can shoot myself, for example, playing soccer. You know, so someone like recording me playing soccer, more like a movie format than just like a iPhone Instagram shot.
Interesting you say that. Quick thing about the Mavic 3 is that you have active track. I think we tried it once where we dragged it and then we played the ball and I was scoring or something and it stayed on me and somehow got the goal in frame. So it was cool to see that and that we have capabilities like that. But that's cool to know that you'd actually do that stuff.
Yeah, I still love that like format.
Yeah.
Day in the life sort of stuff. I just think like go back to like action or talking. Like you can talk as much as you can, but like until you actually do it yourself. Like I've seen those like motivational speakers on YouTube. We've all seen those. They say something they do, but they don't really do it themselves. So like my personal inspiration is more like Casey Neistat.
Yeah.
You know, he do the things.
All
like
he does
actually
is
talks
do
about.
and then talks about it. Yeah.
That was my inspiration.
Like the equipment he use it fully. Like he smacks the shit out of it.
Yes.
Like really use it.
He writes on it, you know, and
Yeah.
he imprints, you know, because it's just like it's an extension of himself,
Yeah.
right? And this is like what we need to have more kind of courage in using, and that's what I got so much inspiration from Bilaal. Is he will use anything until the end. I'm telling you, that shutter was broken.
Run it into the ground, man.
But you know, if I had a limited budget to do whatever, I would love to, you know, create that movie. It's just like recreating, you know, these video games, to even this, like to these animes, you know, to manga, to these shows. Like they need to be more realistic sometimes. I feel like it could just be done better. You know, like when I saw
One Piece.
yeah, that One Piece was that was ridiculous. But it's in my opinion,
was it the human version?
Yeah.
Okay, so you would want to create basically it's like based off the anime and the animations, a real perspective out of it.
Yeah. So it's like they could use effects.
Like CGI and stuff.
Yes, they could use that. Utilize it way more.
There was a tweet I saw that instead of using CGI on cornfields, I think for the movie Interstellar, they actually hand planted like 500 acres of corn.
Oh wow.
Imagine, so that they could just run through it and destroy it.
Yeah.
So having those resources, having those capabilities is crazy to me.
Yeah.
So I see what you're saying, you know, like to really make it realistic and having no budget, nuts.
Imagine just ransacking a whole village just for a movie purpose. Like that's dude, like they really they construct whole villages.
They do create like the
just
set.
Yeah.
And another thing is I want to do that moving shot like how 007 was on top and you see the train tracks or the train going really high, fast speed. I kind of want to go out kind of like in, it's like a cracked dirt terrain, cracked desert. I don't know where it is, Nevada or somewhere Arizona. I'm not sure where it's like cracked landscape, but it's fully flat, right?
Yeah.
Long, like huge amount of
The
land.
salt patch. It's like a
I think
salt
yes,
land.
yeah.
Salt Lake City.
I want to do something there where I'm on top of this moto crane, literally kind of like a surfboarder, right? Or not a surfboarder, but like a snowboarder, right? Just on it, mounted on there, and then having a car circle me or a drone circle me going in from really far. I want to do action shots, basically, you know? So I kind of want a really big drone, kind of like an Inspire 3, A7S3 or FX3 at minimum for stuff like that. A red Komodo would be the most ideal. I haven't heard of some cinema cameras, so some things that I'm kind of looking forward to is learning from Christopher C. Lee about other cameras to try and use. So that's kind of what Photomochi brings us, is more knowledge on what other cameras that are out there for us to actually accomplish more with. So any of our crazy ideas, I'm glad that we can foster our crazy ideas here.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us on episode 5 of the Photomochi Show. We'll catch you on the next one.